Before this video starts, I'm just going to say that this is an older video which I made a year ago. So my voice is a bit different and the memes are a bit outdated and all that stuff. So yeah, but I still think it's a pretty good video, so enjoy. And nearly forgot to say, Google Drive was being difficult and wouldn't let me download the file, so the quality is worse because I had to screen record it. Yeah, that's also bad. Apologies for that as well.
Welcome to the Christmas special of Pokemon. We're gonna get into because I'm gonna So I named myself Santa because we're obviously doing a Christmas challenge, so yeah, pretty easy. After that, I busted out the moving truck that my mom put me in. Why did they choose this idea? Anyway, so I enter my house and is that Pokemon okay? But he's hypnotized. What is he watching? Anyways, never mind the Pokemon. Let's go and meet our neighbor May. Okay, so we're leaving. She's not that special. Then I make my way to Route 101 and I find Professor getting attacked by a Zigzagoon. You're a grown man, just kick it in the feet! Then the professor tells me to choose a Pokemon out of his bag. So I go and choose Trico, because it's a tree. I mean a Christmas tree, so like, yeah, so I name it Tree. So then I went to go fight the first rival battle, and it was easy claps. Then I make my way to Route 102 to try and find a C-Dot. And I am not kidding, I find this many routes before I find one C-Dot. I named the C-Dot Xmas and then I move on to go and meet my father. He then tells me to go and teach this kid called Wally to catch a Pokemon, and after doing that, I immediately went to Rustboro. On my way to Rustboro, I run into Team Aquagrunt, which I easily deal with, and I make my way to Rustboro. In Rustboro, Tree actually evolves into Grovyle. Then I went and fought the Rock Gym leader, which I easily beat because I have 2 grass types. After I leave the gym, I see that the Aquagrunt that I beat earlier has taken the Devon goods from that man I saved earlier. So I chase after them to try and get it back. So then when I catch up, this Sailorman asks me to get his Wingull. Go in, slap up this man, take the Devon goods and the Wingull. After that, I give the Devon goods back to the smart man and the Wingull back to the Sailor Man. The smart man then brings me back to his boss, and this boss gives me a phone. I'm about to download TikTok and... Okay, alright, moving on. We then make it to Route 104, where we get the Sailor Man to sail us all the way to Dulfer. Then I enter Granite Cave, and I find Steven. I give him the letter that the boss also gave me, I forgot to mention, but in this cave I find another member of the team. I find a Makuhita. I named this Fat Friday because you'll get fat on Christmas if you eat too much. And it's a Black Friday, which you have to fight for your lives out there. Then I go and fight the fighting gym leader, and I use Grovyle to take out the Machop, and then I use Fat Friday to take out the Medicham, and then once again I use Grovyle to take out the Makuhita. But it took a long time because we had a back and forth for a bit. Then after that, I asked the Sailorman to take me to Slateport, and in Slateport I find a Team Aquagrunt trying to do something in the museum. So I go in, pay 50 Pokebucks, and find out what's happening. After looking around, I find the captain of the Slateport port. That's a mouthful. And I realize I have to give him something. And then the Team Aqua leader Archie walks in, and I realize so yeah, I gotta kill him. Then after that, I make my way to Mauville, and on my way, I find Oddish. I name it Holly because like Holly leaves, and then I have to fight my rival again, and it's easy collapse, very easy, and I forgot to save. It's fine. I go and fight the rival again. I beat it. It's easy claps. Moving on. And then I also forgot to mention that Xmas evolved into a Nuzleaf, but then Holly evolves into a Gloom, and then I have to fight Wally before I get to enter the third gym, and then the Fat Friday evolves, and then we're on to fighting the gym. So the first thing that happens is that Voltorb self-destructs and kills himself, but doesn't kill Holly. Then Xmas uses Swift to kill his Electrite. Then Fat Freddy uses Arm Thrust to take down his Magneton. And we finish off his Manectric with a Vital from Fat Freddy. Then I go up to top of Mauville, use Rock Smash, and I catch my next Pokemon. It's a Numel. And when I catch Numel, I name it Hate. After that story about this boy who sells matches on the side of the road, and then the boy can't sell any matches, and he finds a window, and he looks in and sees all his family gathered around the table with food and fire, and he lights his match to feel warm for the first time, and he keeps lighting them until he eventually runs out, and then he falls asleep and dies of cold. Very sad story, but honestly, it's Christmas. It's a Christmas story.
Hello, me again. I just came to say that I just found out recently that the Match Girl is a real story and real events that happen in real life. So sorry if I came off as a bit disrespectful in this, I just didn't know, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. Apologies.
Then in Meteor Falls, I find Team Aqua and Team Magma fighting about the scientist or whatever is happening, and yeah, then we make our way to the next place. Then after that, I go up on top of the Mount Pyre, I think it's called, and I meet Team Aqua and Team Magma fighting, and I help Team Aqua beat Team Magma by taking down their leader. I forgot his name, but I think it's like Marty or something. And then after that, I go down and I fight the gym. So let's do this. Then I use heat to one-shot her Slugma, do not say it. And then I move on to her Camerupt, which I also use Magnitude to beat that with heat as well. Then I use Holly to poison her Torkoal, and then Torkoal obviously kills Holly because it's a grass type, and I switch into Fat Friday. Then after using several Vital Throws on her Torkoal, Fat Friday finally takes her down. Once I beat Flannery, there's not really much to do in between the 4th and 5th gym, so I just grind a little bit, and now we're ready to fight my dad. And to start off, Fat Freddy uses Vital Throw on Spinda, Vigoroth, and his Lightning, and then I switch to Xmas. Now this part's a bit complicated, so first I use Xmas to fake out, so to make him lose his turn, and then you make Xmas use Nature Power to make a Swift and do some chip off damage. Then Xmas dies, I switch into Holly to do Poison Powder because he's loafing around, making him poisoned, and then after he dies I switch to Fat Friday, and Fat Friday keeps hitting him until he's dead. Then after beating my father in a battle, I get Surf from Wally's dad or something, I don't know, he knows Wally, I'm pretty sure, and then I go back to Marvel, surf for that little beach area, and I continue on my event. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I actually caught a Magnemite and called it ESB. The reason it's called ESB is because that stands for like the electrical bill, and on Christmas, some of y'all electrical bills are wild. What is that? Boy for real got the electrical bill in 10 million, what is it? Anyways, after that, I make my way through the tall grass red. You know, I know what this road is called, but it's the tall grass red, that's what I call it. And in here we find a Tropius, which I name Tree/Free, because this is the third tree we have on our team. We're running out of ideas, I can tell you that. Then I make my way into the weather station, and where I switch out Xmas, which has not been really helpful for this entire playthrough so far, into Tree/Free, hopefully. And then I defeat Team Aqua, who's taken over the weather station, and get a cast form, which I immediately put in the box, because I'm sorry, cast form's terrible. But then after all that, I meet my rival May again, where she gets me Fly, and I'm pretty sure she fights me. Oh yeah, she does fight me. And I clap her up once again. Play the clip. And then I enter Fortree City, and I leave it, and I go to the next route, and I meet Steven. And he gives me this device to find this Pokemon that's invisible. Then I fight it and kill it. ESP evolves into a Magneton, and now we're ready to fight the gym, I think. Nope, I lose that battle, and then I go and evolve Heat into a Camerupt, so now we're ready to fight, I think. Yep, now we fight the flying gym leader, so here's how it goes. ESB uses Spark to take down her Swablu. Okay, so I use Rock Slide. Oh god, it's a dragon dance. So then I use another rock. Oh, I survived. Right. Okay, that wasn't as scary as I thought it'd be. But then ESB kills every single last remaining Pokemon on her team with a singular spark. Okay, well, Tropius lasts long. She's still dead. Oh yeah, I forgot to record for a big part of the game, so I'm just gonna do little stupid animations for it. So enjoy. First thing I do is I skedaddle through Route 121, make it to Mount Pyre, stop RC from taking the Orba, and I failed. Oh god. Then after that, we skedaddle back through Route 201 to Lily Cove City, and May wants to fight again, so I once again clap her up. Then I just realized how I said that. Alright, well anyways, I then find the Team Aqua hideout, run through that, meet Archie, well his admin, beat him up, and then Archie escapes in the submarine. Well then, alright, once we finish with that, we skedaddle our way through this water route on top of the back of Fat Friday, and we have our Cordy back. Oh yeah, also Tree evolved, I forgot to mention that. After that, I go to fight the gym, because nothing really important happens here. So yeah, turns out I do not fight the gym leader, and I go off to go and find a Spheal and a Snorunt. I named the Spheal Thin Ice. I could have named it something more thing, but it's close enough. And I named the Snorunt Black Ice. Bro, Black Ice is crazy on the roads in winter. And I add them to the team, and now we're ready to fight the gym. I'm pretty sure this time, so let's do it. Oh yeah, I kind of made a mistake. I did not catch Pokemon first, so yeah, we're doing it with this team instead of the other team. Let's go. I send out Fat Friday and Tree first. I make Fat Friday use Fake Out on Natu, and Tree uses Leaf Blade on Claydol, which then kills the Claydol. They then send out Solrock as the substitute. Fat Friday gets hit by a Psychic and almost dies, but then Tree takes down Solrock. After that, they send out Lunatone, and Xatu finally takes down Fat Friday with another Psychic. I then send out ESB to use Thunder on Xatu, and then Tree use Leaf Blade on Lunatone, and the Leaf Blade then almost kills Lunatone. Then ESB uses Thunder. Oh, I missed. Tree uses Leaf Blade on Lunatone, which almost kills him. I'm so annoyed about that. And then ESB goes for another Thunder. Does this one hit? No. Finally, Tree takes down Lunatone with a Leaf Blade. Xatu then kills Tree with a Psychic. I then send out Heat. Xatu then kills Heat with a Psychic. I then send out Tree/Free. And ESB finally lands a Thunder, and does he kill him? No. Xatu then kills Tree/Free. I send out Holly, and then ESB uses Spark, and he does barely any damage. Oh my god. Got paralyzed. This is our chance. I tried to get Holly to use Pod Spider, but it misses. And then I tried to get ESB to use Spark, and it doesn't kill again. Oh my god. He then heals Xatu. Holly misses another Poison Powder. ESB does pretty decent damage with Spark. Holly then misses another Poison Powder, and then he hits Psychic, and Holly dies. Oh my goodness. Okay, so finally ESB uses Spark again, and he goes pretty far down. Final Spark finally brings down Xatu. That is a wild roller coaster. I hate double battles. I'm not doing this again. After that, I then found out Team Magma's doing something, so I go and see what's up, and it's another double. I'm not explaining this one. We win, that's it. Then after that, I continue on with my journey, and after finding a random sealer, Finnice evolves into a Celio. Let's go, finally something good. Then after searching around, I find a Team Aqua hideout. Well, base or whatever. And I find Archie trying to awaken Kyogre with the red orb. That's the wrong orb, This is a mistake. See, now he's gonna go on a rampage and kill everyone. I'm blaming you. Cool, I can leave now. And oh wait, I need to go to the Team Magma hideout. So let's go do that. And Maxie, I thought you'd be better than this. No, don't. Okay, both of you are both being put in timeout. Hold on. Then we make our way to Sootopolis, and this cool little animation plays of Kyogre and Groudon fighting, so I'll let that play out for you. Honestly, I feel like Kyogre has the big advantage, because Groudon just has his island. Then Steven tells me to go into the Cave of Origin, where I find a champion, I forgot his name, but then he tells me to go to where is it? The Sky Pillar, to go and get Rayquaza, because apparently she's the mother of these two little children down here. Then we make it to the Sky Pillar, and then I make my way all the way up the Sky Pillar to Rayquaza, where I ask them to go and calm your children, so then she goes and does that. So once again, here's a cool little cutscene. Cool, now since we saved the world, let's get back to my gym badges. Okay, so let's do the 8th gym now. Alright, first Pokemon, let's go. I then start off by killing Lovedas easily with a Leaf Blade, obviously. Then I switch out Tree for ESB as John sends out Celio, and I use a Thunder, and it easily one-shots and kills Celio. Then I switch back into Tree, and John sends out a Whiscash, which I once again one-shot with a Leaf Blade. This is getting pretty easy, oh my goodness. I then switch into Fat Friday to fight off his Kingdra. Oh no. Okay, so I Fake Out first, getting some chip damage off. Fat Friday continues to use Vital Throw, but no matter how hard he uses Vital Throw, it then runs out of PP, and he has to resort to a Rock Smash. But then Kingdra kills him. I switch into Tree to finally kill off this monster. I almost die. Tree almost dies from an Ice Beam, but then he finishes him off with a Leaf Blade. Kingdra has finally gone down. John then sends out his next Pokemon, which is a Crawdaunt. Tree then easily takes it down with a Leaf Blade. The 8th gym has finally been defeated. Now we're on to the Elite Four, so I'll see you there. So here's just a sped up version of the Victory Road, cause yeah, I thought it'd be cool, so there's just gonna be some music playing. Here we go! After making my way through the entire of Victory Road, I then do some grind, and Thin-Ice evolves into a Walrein, which is really cool, and then Black Ice evolves into a Glalie, I'm pretty sure it's called, which is also really cool. And after we finished all that, it's time for the Elite Four. Let's go! Well, Sydney, there's not really much happens. Mighty Anna gets killed by Fat Friday. Then Black Ice uses Ice Beam on his Shiftry, which kills him. Then Fat Friday once again kills another one of his Pokemon, his Absol. And Black Ice also takes down his Cacturne. Then Tree also easily takes down his Crawdaunt. One Elite Four member down with 0 casualties, time for the second one. Phiombi sends out her Dusclops as the first Pokemon, and I send out Heat. Heat 2-shots Dusclops with an Earthquake. She sends out her second Dusclops, which kills Heat with an Earthquake, ironic, but then I switch into Black Ice. Then after several crunches, Black Ice takes down her second Dusclops. She then sends out a Bayonet, which I also once again kill for crunch. After that, I switch into Thin-Ice to deal for Sableye, and 2 Surfs take down her Sableye. Then switch back into Black Ice to deal for second Bayonet. She has so many duplicates, oh my goodness. But I almost kill her with 1 crunch, and then she takes down Black Ice with 1 Shadow Ball, because he was at such low health. I then switch into Thin-Ice to take down her Bayonet for the final time. Second Elite Four member down with 1 casualty, but he was eventually restored back to health and healed up for the third fight. Let's do this. Time for Glacia. The first Pokemon I send out is ESB. I then kill her first Celio with a Thunder. I also kill her Walrein with a single Thunder. Oh my goodness. I then switch into Fat Friday to deal for Glalie. Then Fat Friday one-shots her Glalie with a Vital Throat. I feel bad, all her Pokemon so far got 1 shot. Then after switching into ESB, I use a Thunder, which actually misses, isn't surprising, but then his Blizzard misses, so it doesn't matter. And then I use a Shockwave, which I'm pretty sure one-shots. Checking with you now. No, it doesn't. Well, we kill him anyway. Then I switch into Fat Friday to also kill her second Glalie. Why is so many people have duplicates? Anyways, it's dead. After taking down the third Elite Four member, we're on to the final and last one. We had no casualties in this, but some damage taken, so we're going to heal up and we're ready to fight. Let's go. The last Elite Four member is Drake, and at first I send out Black Ice, and Black Ice takes out his Shelgon, Flygon, Salamence, and Altaria with 1 Ice Beam each. Jeez. I then send out Tree to deal with his Kingdra, which easily kills him down with a few Leaf Blades. After beating all Elite Four members, I'm finally on to the champion. Let's do this. This entire playthrough has been leading up to this. We will win this, and I will become champion. For this is the final battle of this entire challenge. Let's go. Start off by making ESB use a Thunder on his Wailord, which kills it in a one-shot. ESB uses Shockwave, which also one-shots his Gyarados. Then I switch to Tree to kill his Wishcash with a Leaf Blade in one shot. I then switch back to ESB to finish off his Milotic with a Thunder. Never mind, ESB dies. Switching to Tree to try and kill off his Milotic, but it fails. Tree eventually goes down. I then switch into Fat Friday, and then I use Facade after being poisoned, which makes the attack do more damage, and I take down his Milotic. Switching to Heat, hopefully being able to use an Earthquake, but I ran out of PP. I try to substitute by using a strength, but then he kills me with a hydro pump. Suddenly, this run's looking very, very bad. As I have no more attacks that can really do damage to this guy. So I switch into Black Ice, and I already may have an idea in my head. So I'm going to execute it now. I then heal up ESB and Tree. After Black Ice dies to a final Hydro Pump, I then switch into Fat Friday so that I can heal up the only 2 Pokemon that will give me a fighting chance in this battle. After getting poisoned, I'm like, screw it, let's do a Facade, and I kill the Tentacruel. Oh. Then he sends in his Ludicolo, and Ludicolo kills Fat Friday. I switch into Tree for one final stand. After using multiple air releases, Ludicolo finally goes down, and I become the champion of Hoenn, using this Christmas challenge team. I will now let the end credits play for this nice calm moment. Before it starts though, I would like to thank you for sticking through this entire video with me. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hello, sorry, as this is playing in the background here, I just want to say, thank yous for 19 subscribers. I didn't think I'd actually get that much. Like, I knew I've been posting better content than I used to, but I didn't think I'd get to 19 if I'd feel like every other attempt. But, and then also, I hope you do have a good Christmas. Hopefully it's going up on Christmas Eve if everything went well, I planned everything well. And, yeah, there's not really much more I can say. I hope you have a good Christmas and a Happy New Year, as I do say at the end of the video as well. But yeah, there is a bit more to go on, so I'll leave you to that. See yous.
Before the video ends, I have to say one last thing. I go back to Mossdeep and I enter Steven's house, to where I find that the best gift you can get from this game, which is a Beldum. And I name this Beldum the best gift. And maybe sometime in the near future, I'll know when, maybe next Christmas, whenever, I will defeat Steven with this Beldum and this team. See you later. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye bye.